Okay, so let's see if we can get this train station put down. Um, we got the train station in place, and now let's connect the line. We don't need the containeraries. It doesn't really save us that much. We'll go with that. That's a $2 million line right there. That is expensive. Jesus. Okay, so maybe we try to reduce the cost a little bit. That's 50,000. So that's 160,000. Remember, it was 2 million the way they drew it. And we're at about 360,000 now. And that's 700,000. Okay. Can we maybe make it a little cheaper? Yeah, okay. So, but from 2 million to 700,000, that's a big difference. Okay, and now let's go ahead and put in one of these. Now these, oh, it's so tricky with these. I think we might put it in this little flat here, just like that. And then we're going to hook the tracks straight into it like that. And, it'd be interesting, if anybody really knows, how this stuff is like legitimately set up in real life. I'm sure it varies. All right, let's take a look and see what we have available. So we are USA. I really like the USA Steam late Steam era trains. I like the 412 too. It's just a big beast. It is expensive though, if I remember correctly. The Hiawatha is really fast. This big boy is really strong. The thing about the Hiawatha, if I'm not mistaken, in this era, is right, 160. It can go super fast, but it's not too expensive. Oh yeah, we have these electrics available. These are actually really cool. Yeah, the bipolar. I remember this guy. He's actually a really good one. Oh, and the Alco PAs. Yeah, the US actually, those things are fast. Holy cow. What's the capacity on this thing? Oh yeah, and then we have the Zephyrs. And the US has some awesome trains in this era. So maybe instead of building out like a proper train, we just put some Zephyrs out there. I don't know what the capacity on this thing. It says it's a combined unit, but I think it's just this thing, just two of them. That thing is fast though. Let's do it. It's just like a pre-made 7.5 million from Mega City to Jamesburg. We use the parentheses, pedestrian regional, and this is Mega City to and from Jamesburg. We're gonna make this one a bright yellow. Actually, let's make it blue. I like the blue. And then let's make the vehicle the Zephyr that's on this line. Let's see if we can paint him blue too. And then I think for Jamesburg, it's going to need some other stops. So put two here. Put two here. We're going to put two here. And then, which side was that on? Yeah, two here. And then what line do we currently have in here? Currently have this line, which we're just going to get rid of. And it's going to go from there to there to there, and then back to here. And this is going to be called Jamesburg 1. And then we're going to grab 3 more coaches. We're going to have a line that's going clockwise around here. And this is pedestrian regional, and it's the Jamesburg loop. Good enough. And this one here, new line, this one's just going to go the opposite direction. And it's a passenger local. And it's a Jamesburg loop going the other way. And that reminds me, this one actually, it's passenger local. And we'll make it like a sky blue. Jamesburg 1, I should make it like a blue. Okay, and then the vehicles, same thing for the loop. Make you like a lighter blue. Make you like a manila pinkish color. Make you a deep blue. And then this last one is going to be the last line. There, 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 and there. Wait. You don't want Shanghai Street. You're actually going to stop there. Yeah, so you go 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is a passenger local, Jamesburg 2. Why don't we make this one red? Okay. So that should hopefully have Jamesburg have a decent enough line. Did we set up a little walking path? Why don't we put one in here? I don't know if this really helps a ton. But you put a little walking path here. Because it doesn't really matter which side it's on. I feel like it makes people, though, have like better access to this. Okay. And let's follow this guy around for a little. Oh, he's running the loop. And this guy, he's on the Jamesburg 1 line. Let's go to our Pioneer Zephyr here. Mostly empty. 7 out of 52. It's pretty empty. This line is going to be losing money probably. Maybe for a very long time. Let's see here though. Now the other thing we might want to do so I think we should make this, since it's a passenger train line, we're going to make it all high-speed rail. I think that's actually going to let it go quite a bit faster. Let's see, if I remember these Zephyrs correctly, they don't have a great deal of power. So we may actually want to edit this track a little, the way it's laid out, so it doesn't have to do as much. Like this little climb here, it's probably not going to be able to gain much speed. Like it has a much higher top speed, but it just doesn't, it's not able to get to it. I wonder. There's the mountains in the distance, very nice looking scenery. So it's about half full. Okay, so as you can see, it's pulling on into town. Alrighty. Now this is actually full enough that maybe we should just go ahead and give Camelot its train station. So Camelot's train station might be on this side of town. And so the track would have to go like that through there. What if we have this line carry straight through here, go through, how's Stormwind look? See, Stormwind's going to want its train station on this side of the city. Camelot's going to want is over here. So maybe we do have the line go through the mountain. Where's Iron Forge's station going to be? On the back of it. Ooh. And Tianjin on this side of it, and Taipei on that side of it. So I think we want the train to come out this way more. And then maybe we can pass it through this narrow little, that way we're not blasting through a lot of it. So let's take this out. So I'm just wondering, I think we put one of these stops here. Right? Maybe we want the other type of stop actually. Like this type. Yeah. And then I'm guessing so I guess for this one we might actually do a terminus station and put it like here. And then it'll like kind of have a little thing that shoots out to the main line. Put but yeah, there we go. It'll be like that. There. And so this train station's gonna be here. We actually want that line to go through there. Maybe we should just do the line straight through to Stormwind now. I almost feel like this city's train station should just be right over here. Like, because we could put it station here, and then I could just have like a tram that takes people from here into the city, into like one of these stations, or into even that station. Hmm. I always thought that would be an interesting setup, so why don't we try it? So we're actually gonna put city streets around this place. Can we, yeah. Or, yeah. So we put it like this through here. No, there we go. There, I think, yeah, and then that touches that, and that should be good enough. And then this is gonna go straight into town. In fact, let me correct this road a little. And this street, how's that? So that means this whole thing gone. Gone, we don't need this. It's gonna be this way that that thing runs. Let's bring you out a bit more. That's not too bad like that. And then we take the rest of this country road. It could even leave from there. But I think we want it to pitch the other way, don't we? Or we want it coming out almost the same way that that thing is. Huh. Tell you what, when we back this off even further, past this little hitch here, and we'll have this be the way that you connect in. I don't like the way that's meeting like that. I think that, ooh, that might actually have a nice, yeah, that does have just a perfect little swoop right into there. So we actually want the train station here. We want it longer, high-speed tracks. We want it a bit off the road so we can put the thing there to carry people back. Really don't know if this is going to work all that well. I guess we'll find out. Like, are we going to be using this meat thing that much? You know, I don't know. Is it going to come up that often that we want to have, that we need extra access to this thing? Don't know. Don't know if that's actually going to be a thing or not. Because honestly, that takes a lot of different types. It's a really long, like, production chain, if I remember correctly, for those things. Because you have to take, you get wheat, and then you churn the wheat into meat, or I guess you can get coffee and turn it into the coffee. If not, you turn the wheat into like beer, or the grain. It's grain. That's right. The meat is the hardest one. Jeez, because you have to get grain. You have to turn grain into livestock, and then you gotta send the livestock to like a butcher and have them, yeah, over here, and have them turn the livestock into meat, and then you gotta send the meat back over here to this processing plant to turn the meat into food. So it's a crazy chain. Really long one. Okay, and this we need to reconfigure so that we have passenger terminals here. At least two. Yeah, and then we'll put one cargo thing. I wish we could place it anyways, but... And then here's where the train is going. It's going to be the passenger station on the front side of it. Like that. Okay. And so Camelot's going to keep this line. What we might go ahead and put the loop in on Camelot. I think what we'll do is we'll come in here and we'll do the loop now for Camelot. And then we'll give it its 2 downtown stops like that. Actually, yeah, I think, right? And then for the lines, we're going to take Camelot, and it's not stopping there anymore. And it's actually going to run from here, which is the Camelot train station. And then it's going to come down to this one. It's going to hit the loop, then it's going to come back to that. And this is downtown Camelot. And this is lower Camelot. And then where's its depot? Here's Camelot's depot. You buy 2 of them. And we're going to add the loops in. And this is pedestrian local. Camelot loop. And this one's going to go the other direction. And this is pedestrian local, Camelot loop, and the little thing indicating it's going the other way. And then you have the vehicle colors. Light pink on that one. Or, I don't even know what to call that color. It's like a salmon? I guess you call that color salmon? It's going to be a bright bold blue. We're going to recolor this line in bright bold blue. Okay. And we're actually just going to get rid of that Jamesburg to Camelot line. Yep. We'll back this up just a bit. So that now we can direct that straight in there. Hopefully without too much of a curve. That's not too bad. So this is going to go Stormwind. It's actually just going to stop here in Lower Camelot. There we go. Now those are painted up. And then I guess let's go ahead and buy another one of those Zephyrs. Or maybe we can have this one just run the whole gauntlet. Where is he? So Mega City to Jamesburg, to Camelot, back to Jamesburg. Right. Personally, also, I don't mind the color of the Zephyrs by default. Slow it down a little. Oh yeah, there it goes. Look at it go. Kind of let this go for a second and just watch our train. Let's get into the cockpit view. I gotta say, I do love the way the cities look in the distance like that. It's very cool, very neat. And we come to the Jamesburg train station. Looks like, or Mega City rather. Looks like there's quite a few people here. Isn't that a nice looking train station though? Like just that shot. I don't know. I really do like the way a lot of this game just looks and feels. This is like a desert town starting up, in the 1950s. It's just got a cool atmosphere to it. When you can the train station, you see the little people walking out of the train station. Like just little details like that. I'm sure there's some that I missed, but they really help make the game just that much more enjoyable. The lighting is pretty decent. I don't have the best machine in the world, but it's good. I'll speed it up a little. And see, I also like to monitor its path here. So it has a very high top speed, but is having a very difficult time even getting close to it right now. So maybe further optimization of this line is needed. And here's Jamesburg. It's a good chunk of the people. Only a few people wanting to go from Jamesburg to Camelot. That's kind of surprising. I thought the road line looked like it had been full, so maybe they're not happy with the way the train line takes them into Camelot, being out on the side of town like that. See, that's the thing. I always wonder, like, is where they come into the city, is that going to greatly influence, how much they want to take this method of transportation? Here's some birds. So overall, this thing doesn't get too bad of speed. Yeah, there's just nobody at this station. Oh, actually, there was a handful of people. So this station must be getting some type of usage. And I do like the idea of a satellite, um, sort of a satellite train station like that. People have to take trips from town into it. Look, a lot of people want to go to it. So this might be an opportunity for us to put a tram in. So we'll go in here, and we're going to need a tram depot. And I think we're just going to put it over here by this thing. And then we're going to take one of these streets. I like to have it player owner electric and a bus lane for all of it, and then connect it in like that. And now we're going to use the tools, tram track, and we're going to add tram track into this whole thing. Okay. Even all the way down. Like that. And actually, I think what we're going to do, we're going to clean up this section here. We're going to smash this stuff out. We're going to put another regular city street through here, yeah, with the tram track on it. I mean, this might be not a bad it won't let, I think it breaks it if we do it. Because I've been wanting to use these modular tram stations a lot. They just seem cool. It's almost like a train station. Give a large shelter. Right, like that. I mean, that could be really cool. But for some reason, I think the game doesn't consider that to be... Like, I think it considers it to violate the need for a connection between your cities. So it may not work. It would almost want to connect into there. Yeah, it would come out of here and it would go up into there like that. See, it doesn't like it when there's a stop between your, or when it's like it has to travel through something like this to go between the cities. what we could do is just have a regular like country road coming straight out of the city like that. We want it to be nice and straight out of the city like that. And then we'll take this and connect it into the rest of it like that. And what we'll do, you could put this type of station here. Hmm. I think for now we'll just put a station. Hmm. I really do want to use this, so let's put this in here. I mean, I almost feel like we should. This isn't a bad location. Something like maybe further back, actually. Let's see if we can do something like this. And then I wanted to play around with these things a lot. Yeah, like that. Oof. Is it this thing? Oh no, what is that? It's like a single lane thing. Thing about it is that's so close. It would be nice to have it go over it though. You know what I mean? I'm envisioning the tram going up and around it, but I think that might not be very feasible, and I think it might be better off to just do it like this. And then we take this Stormwind to Camelot. It doesn't go to Camelot, it goes to this one. And then we take the Camelot line, and instead of going to lower Camelot after downtown, it goes to this one. And then just to make sure that we don't end up with too much blocking these two, we want like a path between them like that. There we go. And that way these two stations are connected, and ideally the people will just walk down here and cross the to get onto this to this station here. And now let's take this Camelot line. We're actually just going to sell you. And we're going to move you to one of the loops. Repaint you all powder blue. Duplicate you. And then let's go to the tram tracks. Tram station. I love the Peter Wilt streetcar, but we're going to go for the PCC Pittsburgh. Oh wait, not a new line. Gonna get on that Camelot line. Why not? There we go. And once it gets further down here, we'll buy the next one. Alright, let's see how this works now. Heck, I think we may just go ahead and grab a third one now. Because I think these stations are filling. Yeah, they are full. Okay, cool. So Camelot's bumping. Now Jamesburg, we're going to need to do something similar with it too. So we need the tram station. So right now we're just going to go ahead and get, I think we're going to be setting trams up in all of our cities right now. Okay. The thing about it is the trams, they're able to carry so many people so quickly that, actually, why don't we put the tram station? No, we're going to put it over here. That they just end up becoming the best. I mean, I've had times before where you could put the trams basically between your cities. That kind of ruins stuff, though, I think, because what ends up happening, from my experiences of doing that, if you build a nice street between your cities, your citizens are going to start using it a lot. And that may not be. I generally don't like it all that much. Because I want people to use the mass transit. That's the point in having it, right? Is to get people to use it. So I'm not a huge fan of that. It can work. It can be a decent, strategy, but at least from my experiences, it ends up being where the AI just, not the AI rather, but the people just start driving just nonstop between your cities, and I think it ends up becoming difficult to even make profitable lines because everybody would just rather take the tram, and the tram doesn't earn a ton of money. Eventually, the trains get like a lot faster, but it takes a while to get to that point. Okay, so we might just oh no, we're gonna put you on the loop. So let's take a look at what we have here. Nobody takes Jamesburg 2, of course not. And the loop is probably pretty barren. So this Jamesburg 1, we'll just put you onto Jamesburg 2 and paint you red. And you can just kind of help that line. And then from here, we're going to get this guy, put you, wait, why is that not going to work? I think maybe, is there a piece of road we're missing? That's both, that's both. That would be weird. So yeah, you should be able to go on to that. What if we take Jamesburg 1? Oh, that's why. And actually, we need to condense this into one stop. I think it should be right in this block here. So let's do that. Put that one there. Get rid of that one. And then we're going to take this line and it's going to go. Let's pause this up. So Jamesburg train halt. And then it's going to go to downtown Jamesburg, right? And then it's going to go here to lower Jamesburg and then back up to downtown Jamesburg. And Jamesburg 2 does that line there. Okay. And now you should be able to go on Jamesburg 1. We'll paint you the right color. We'll get you on your merry way. We're actually going to need to probably duplicate him quite a bit. So a lot of these people were on this route, I think. Instead, they want to get on the loop. This may be going the wrong way. Oh, I think it is. I think if we turn it around, then they don't have to cross that. So yeah, let's just flip it real quick. So that it's like this instead. Yep. And then we just add one of these here. Why not? There we go. Okay. I guess it just needed to be reminded kind of how it all works. But okay. And then when this line gets here, we actually want it to be terminal 1. Oh, that's why I bet. Because terminal 1 probably doesn't have tram. Yep. Yeah, and you have that one. But I want you to use either one when you get here. I think that loop has already gotten backed up. Let's make a tram out of that and get rid of the buses on the loop. So we'll just push all of them onto Jamesburg 2 for now. And then we'll put these on the loops. Just handling all the colorations now. And Jamesburg 2, I think we'll sell that little PB one, little Schneider. And we'll just stick with that and this. We may need another one on the loop. The thing about those trams, they do move quite a few people. Like this guy here, he can move up to 21 people. We come up on this station and it's empty. Okay. What about the next station? Yeah, and see, this wouldn't be bad if this became a proper, like, bus terminal and tram terminal. So let's duplicate these guys. Because then they could both the loops could service them at the same time. Let's do it actually before this gets too out of control. Okay. So hopefully that'll make it so that it's people all waiting on Jamesburg too. There's a lot of them. It's actually, you just want this to be Terminal 2. You don't want to have to turn around like that. Yeah. And then this one at 17th, you can just use either terminal you want. Yeah, whichever one's available, just go to that one. Okay. City is filling up nicely. No traffic really that much yet. We may eventually need to make this into a wider street. A lot of people want to go to Mega City from Jamesburg. We may need to actually upgrade this train line. So although this Zephyr has a rather high top speed, its low horsepower really limits it. Let me watch this fight through this path for a moment though. Let's turn off some of these things just to enjoy the ride. So to give this a bit of a trip. Okay, so maybe what we could use, just thinking a bit about, is a larger train on this line. Because there are a lot of people trying to travel between Mega City and Jamesburg. Just a lot. There's not a lot between Jamesburg and Camelot. So what we could do, something like this. What if we do like that, right? How about just that much there? And then we're actually going to go... Oh, we need the signals for here. We'll go back to this line, and we'll actually call this the main line. The main line. And this, yeah, that's going to continue to run that gamut. And so that'll service people trying to go between all of them. And then we're going to go into our little train depot and we're going to build a proper passenger train. What are our fastest passenger? 180. Holy cow. Hiawatha's? I think this might be Hiawatha or the Alcos. Mediocre. Mediocre. Hiawatha has 39.97. This Alco has more horsepower, higher top speed, less emissions, and it's just a bit more expensive. So I kind of think this Alco is what we want for the main cab on this. That's expensive though. That's a $24 million train. Its top speed is 180. Yeah, and the Alco really does take advantage of that top speed, but it's only mediocre. What if we... Jeez. Jeez. Let's add those in. 24.4 million. And is it ever gonna... That's the thing, I just don't know how often it's actually gonna be able to get up to that 180. Because it doesn't have the best horsepower to actually get up to that speed on this type of a journey. The other thing about this main line is maybe it actually won't go back. Maybe it'll go to Mega City, and then instead of going back to Jamesburg, it just has it goes past Jamesburg. Okay, so let's just try this. I haven't really tried lines like this. So it's actually going to go to Mega City to Camelot, then to Jamesburg, then it's going to go back to Camelot to handle that traffic, and then it's going to come all the way back to Mega City. Where is it now? Okay. So the idea is hopefully they pass each other in this section here. They're not going to. So otherwise this is just not going to be profitable if we don't really focus on keeping them moving the whole time. This thing has a very long route here to go where it would be great if it could, because this, you know what, why don't we see if it can do this whole line like kind of uninterrupted. We have some money and we've been making good money, so maybe we can afford to have this extra line, just an entire extra track the whole way. I really want to see if that Zephyr can get going up to nice high speeds. We'll take this out and merge it there. And now we'll just put a couple of signals in on this to sort of make sure that we've got this all marked up right. And yeah, let's see if they both can go now. And this will also help make sure that the line running from Mega City to Jamesburg is always full, because basically the main line, this other line, is not going to service the direct Mega City Jamesburg. That's all going to be handled by this guy here. This line's running all the way from Mega City to Camelot, dropping off that traffic, then going back, then picking up people who want to go to Jamesburg from Camelot, dropping them off in Jamesburg, picking up people who want to go from Jamesburg to the other direction, take them to Camelot. Okay, wait a second here. Where is he waiting? Why is he waiting this long? Where's the other guy at? Oh, he's taking that lane. Okay. Let's configure you. Oh, we don't have enough. Oh. Let's configure you. We're going to put high-speed track, high-speed track, high-speed track, high-speed track. We're going to come out here. We're going to demolish you. Tracks. High-speed track connected into that. And then the other end connects into that. And then we want all of this to be high-speed tracking too. Yep. Wait, why does he have a problem? No path? What do you mean no path? Right, you have that path straight through there. Turn around twice. Okay. I think he just got confused because we just demolished some stuff. You should be able to just drive right past this station. Oh, I see. Okay. So, it's actually not even so much that you need these stops. Wait, you don't need those. Let's just see what happens. Let's see where it goes. let's see how this path goes here now. I think it should run. Okay, both trains are full. This might be working as planned. Let's see. Let's see what happens next. Anyway, so we might actually just wrap up this episode here. I'd wanted to get this line going, and we have two trains going. Yeah, see, we don't want him waiting every time he has to leave here. What is he waiting for? Yeah, so you can actually come all the way up to here. You know, Zephyrs, they really need a nice long flat area to be able to get up to those speeds. He's queuing up to leave the station. This makes sense. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's the problem. We have this here that needs to happen so that they can switch between the two lines whenever they need to. Alright, go for it, buddy. Oh. No? Oh, him being too long has started to become a problem. So, put that there. High-speed electrified tracks there. Turn around. Grab those last person. And now he should be good to go out that way. And now it should hop into that right lane, and it should have a nice long path that it just doesn't slow down until it gets... It should go all the way to Camelot now without stopping. This other train, by the time it got to Jamesburg from Mega City, it was able to get up to 160. And it's carrying 95 passengers. This other train, let's see how quickly it can actually get up there. And this guy should just go. Yeah, he shouldn't have to wait or anything. Yep. See, and the Zephyr only got up to like 125 or so, carrying 50 people. So definitely those short trips, the Zephyr, I don't think you can fully utilize its potential in those shorter trips. But here it goes on this longer route here. It still doesn't get going that fast, but it's humming. It would be really good for a really long route. Maybe if I optimize the route better and make it flatter, almost give it a chance to like launch off. If I'm not mistaken, the area there's a it goes up into there. Yeah, and these sort of short trips do not favor the Zephyr. This guy here, though, he gets chugging along pretty quick. Just oddly enough, there's not a lot of people who want to ride this train. Maybe they need to switch roles. Because it seems like everybody's lining up on the main line right now. Oh no, here we go, yeah. Okay, so I think that's where we're going to end this episode. We got our first train line established. It seems to be working pretty well. It seems to be profitable. Got a lot of money to repay. But yeah, we've got the two train lines running kind of between Camelot, Jamesburg, and Mega City. Let's turn these off. And yeah, just you can kind of see what it's doing, right? Look at the lines, and they're the main line, and then there's that special one line that just runs straight from Mega City to Jamesburg. It's a direct route. A lot of people are taking them. They're backing up on both of them, though. Weesh. A lot of people want to go to Jamesburg from Camelot. That may need some modifications. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. And that's, like, share, subscribe, comment, do your thing. And of course, anybody who does watch this video, if you want to suggest a name, got two towns here. You can give them a name, start involving them more. But that's going to be it for me today. And thanks for watching. Y'all take care and stay safe out there.